incredibly valuable outside of A and C. There's so much to play around. It just seems so easy to dodge on this map. I don't know, one drone versus two prowlers. I don't want to go on about this all day, but it is a very unorthodox pick. Fighting closer QoR, and they just get absolutely booed.
Man, especially as, like, you already have Snarly attempting to keep this team back, but it's up to
Healing over here.
That says
Goated. That's what I figured out from earlier in this season. That guy is cracked. Dapper spot on the team's in trouble, honestly, when he's in the server. It's just an easy cleanup for Rock.
Yeah, Nerve is not wanting to test that out, especially with the pressure already put down by the Trailblazer. But yeah, huge flash. Oxygen already picking out that first round, so it's semi-surprising. I don't even think they know yet. You know what exactly Oxygen are hiding from them. The Vandals in hand, though, Ziv luckily enough running away with one. Regardless of that, majority of the players still recollecting themselves over towards, top side. Still looking to fight this beautiful paranoia to keep Snarly in the game, though. Especially now with QoR diminishing numbers here on the side of Oxygen. That's the Scuba to fight this, though. 1v3 situation, Diffusal not there, and it won't even.
Now they're going to try to scale in off this drone. It's one tag at least.
Yeah, set up for the possibility to move in. The Molly's coming out just a bit too late, so you managed to catch at least majority here. 2v5 situation, and Oxygen facing some sort of difficulties, but Verno still trying to hold on with everything they have. Now with Dapper hearing the Diffusal, looking towards the left-hand side, and still not able to find more than one. But Oxygen know this time. That's why they're not fully pushing themselves out of the way. And especially now with the Viper's Pit set down with the Hunter's Fury taking out Mitch alongside, and the damage absolutely insane.
Huge hill for QoR to work with.
They can still push this though. Okay, straight through the box. Luckily enough, Wall just settling right behind them. QoR go down again. Verno's not looking to let this team go any further, but they will force them
to really pick up the pace, and it's going to be tough to clear every angle when you're doing so. Oxygen with the man advantage.
And still won't be able to get past Redux. He's watching everything like a hawk, and the team in a formation where nobody goes unnoticed. So regardless, refrag potential there. T-Dog, okay, just manages to run away with a shock dart. I don't know how they're hitting. It's like every single shock dart I see, somehow damage or an elimination is coming through. Pulling out Redux to try to get the showstopper. But still not finding the Viper, so Snarly safe for now. Just having to see if they can run away with something, but the blind works out perfectly and allows them to take this ult out.
To this point.
And actually blind comes through just as QoR want to start to gain some ground. Though Mitch sitting all by their lonesome, especially with Verno just waiting for the post plant, so they know they need to try to fight this off and maybe find one to take in advance. But Scuba with absolutely no paranoia to play with. As that push commences, still able to find one, knowing where the target is and taking out every single player, but still not able to find Nerve.
Oh my god.
Maybe there might be a difference, though. 4v5 already. And yeah, action starts. Redux still trying to fight things, though, down towards where Zeldis is. They actually surprisingly keep themselves alive long enough for Nerve to
missed call. But either way, it results in them being in a 3v4.
Metrono set down to see who might be peeking the B site. It gets broken, so at least knowing where those gunshots were, where Verno might need to watch, but then the smoke's still there. Nerve somehow managing to pick off a fight, but regardless, the Diffusal here.
Huge play just happened. Nerve just smoked off the turret that's covering C, and now there's a double flank coming through. Oxygen do not expect this at all.
Absolutely beautiful. Zeldris still actually spraying. They had it for a second, but they know now where they might be residing. Huge potential to take this one in. Of course, having the Stinger left alone, and now Nerve coming out from around the back. And after that, definitely having to be more wary of what's going on around them, especially with a side switch. So huge. Oxygen playing a very
set up here on the site. They'll actually look at this there with a minute on the clock, just going to slow this all the way down. Zeldris getting aggressive and gets.
Especially now with Mitch wrapping around down in the flank, meeting Snarly here. Though still headshot made. And Mitch had
down for core, so a lot of pressure here on Snarly.
looking to make its way. Ziff is just running away with the shots, but the timing is beautiful. They've seen it. And Snarly has absolutely no idea, but Scuba doesn't even take the time to really search a little bit further, instead making everything happen. And now they have to rush this. Nerve knows that despite that, there isn't enough time for Scuba. And they've just managed to make that 9-4 happen.
There was so much of it.
Absolutely no reason for QoR to feel any fear here, to be honest. Although now you can see a guiding light just waiting to be prepped out. But okay, T-Dog again with the shock darts. I'm not even sure how they continue to do it, but neither does Nerve right now with a 3K just set down.
God. If Zeldis decides, never mind, I'm not going for that. There is so much utility over there. There was a Skybird, a Paranoia.
Okay. TP in same spot. Huge Scuba. How did they run away with that? And they're still picking off more.
I get spotted out by this KJ setup.
Okay, Verno. Wow.
I don't even think he
Doesn't give them a cause to make that rotation. If anything, if they had stayed silent, allow that hit to happen at 30 seconds, maybe it would have worked. But
what is happening?
What the heck? Just trying to make sure that this team can keep the hold onto the A side, but regardless, Showstopper doesn't even make any damage. Now you have to fight this by yourself, and still might just be able to. An off angle held by T-Dog. Yeah, the flash is out. The running gun definitely not working in favor. But it's Oxygen slowly retaking the ground that was once theirs.
And they're going to have two players late in tree that have the perfect angle onto the spike as well, with time dwindling. Even with the man advantage for Oxygen, this is going to be pretty tough. Actually, Ziff working around on the other angle, and now it's all on Nerve. Things falling apart.
Ooh, maybe not. Still finding themselves to keep that at the half. They just have to take out Vernal. If anything, playing with the emotions would probably be the best bet, but they managed to clutch things up. Beautiful, beautiful play from Vernal. Oh, and this is a huge retake wall. Gives so much space over to the side of Oxygen, which is exactly what they've been lacking, and now finding some sort of a shortcut. Zeldris still just can't seem to run away with it. Regardless, Oxygen looking to fight back, and it's Ziff now slowly making way. But it's up to the Huntress Fury. They've lost out on the fight, leaving this just to that post plan alone, but it's not even planted towards them. T-Dog trying to fight back.
An advantage from Oxygen definitely paying off, and finally their fight towards A is actually going to meet the opposition from here. That nade back sight, TP across from Nerve, who is just farming on the A side.
So many opportunities, Kevin. So many opportunities for QoR. And again, they just continue to get taken out so early on. The first engagement's given away to On.
Recon that just came back up. Snarly with 2 mollies. It's going to be tough to get the defuse with all this online.
Oh, and they don't care. Still looking to fight this one, and it's QoR to finally run away with the match point that has been waiting for them. The capabilities of the shock darts coming through from T-Dog, which is kind of what makes him so special. But like you did talk about previously with, like, you know, just knowing your stuff. And I feel like here QoR definitely fitting into that perspective, able to understand what game they want to be played. Now just having to make sure that they can keep this coverage. Verno somehow just making the shots happen. Although halfway through, finding 2 of their own and closing things out for that first round. So it kind of does allow them that access to do whatever they want. Now they're looking for some sort of workup. You can already see Paint Show kind of laid down. And beautiful shots coming through from Dapper.
Caught off by any players closer. I think that knife might have just missed Zeldris.
Oh, huge possibility, but I'm still not even looking to reload. Redux doesn't need it. 7 bullets left in the tank, and yeah, again, now big push coming down towards B. So yeah, info just coming through left and right. Of course, Ziff having to fight this off by themselves in the one way, just giving them space, but it doesn't matter.
Going down, Snarly. 1 piece of utility. Smoke just came up for Nerve, regenerated. That's going to be huge. They can just get main smoked off right now, and this should be so easy for them.
Yeah, big. They've already set up a trap for everybody to push themselves onto site, especially now with T-Dog and the recon bolt set outfit. It was a beautiful play. He could have just played off that information, but
Spike
still
down,
everybody's
B.
so impatient on the side of QoR to just make sure this plant doesn't go down. Paranoia set
10
up and it's
seconds left.
self happen.
Spike planted.
Zeldis, I mean, quite honestly, has to try to find a way to fight this. Doesn't seem like they can with the contact being played. Okay, Mitch is still left alive though, so they have the flash to pop out. Oh, the pain shells do such an amazing job at keeping that damage left down though. And now forcing them to take the fight. Redux, beautiful fight isolation still happening as well. And QoR can't even get the defusal. Once again, the defense struggling so heavily to just somehow find themselves back onto the site. There, and I'm not gonna lie, that did give me a bit of anxiety waiting for them to just swing around the corner. Still set back though. Hunter's Fury making its way and beautiful 2k damage.
What?
Where was the other one?
He just like perfectly in the distance behind him, doing the same rotation. I couldn't even tell. What? Hold on, we just gotta see the replay of that.
Information as to how, you know, this ends up being pretty free for itself, but yeah, already looking forward. Redux looking to take this away. And it's Scuba just waiting for this play to happen. The TP comes through. They listen to it. That's beautiful.
Player standing.
And they, yeah, play pretty flawlessly, honestly.
Replicated from Oxygen into main. Redux the only one taking a different angle.
And yeah, shots are just wanting to be expended outward, but they're just not able to find anyone. Zeldis making the shots happen, and it is beautiful. 3K just pulled out of nowhere, and maybe Inferno.
Oh my god!
A beautiful ace.
Towards A, while the rest of the team gonna execute into the B side, basically take this thing for free. Ziff wanted to find a pick on the rotate, but that's going to allow a 5-on-4 retake now for QoR, who are getting really aggressive off of Paranoia.
That is a loud classic, and everybody hears it. They know, you know, where to look, if anything. Nerve, oh man, left alone. Kind of backed off there. It's so interesting, too, how they just chose to fight that alone. But you still got 4 players left on the side of Oxygen. Yeah, now, I mean, honestly, nobody to really tell the tale of what just happened in this first half. Beautiful pistol run.
Deep now. Is anyone going to be there to fight with him? Yeah, Nerve wants to.
Yeah, but is it a good idea? Maybe not. They're still trying to fight this with the Outlaws. So close. Everybody just peeked the angle. They could have just held it. They had the plant down, waiting to stall for some of that time. So much util readily available, and a flash just left for Mitch. So now even then, Oxygen can just push this one out, waiting for, I mean, some sort of sage here.
Timing.
Beautiful shots already done. And they know all they need to do is just make sure to keep Mitch off of this positioning. But even then, timing
doesn't matter. It didn't get to half.
There.
He had an opportunity to get to half. He just missed it forward here.
Okay, well, reality starts to set in, especially, dude, Redux is just getting hit with everything. Showstopper gets pulled out, but Redux can't even get past 1 inch of just the original standing that they were in. So now you got Verno having to try to fight this back. Of course, they leap out with 1, but QoR still having a huge advantage into this round. I think here if Mitch honestly wants to play with Dapper with a pop flash to push through, this could honestly be the difference that needs to be made. The suppression's still available, but they don't use anything. They don't wait for the util, but it's not needed. Dapper, huge shots already being played down on that entry. You got a 2v2 scenario, and the weapon's still not working in favor, but 5 health left on Dapper. And a huge play from QoR.
Here's Zeldis exploding out with a showstopper. What a round so far from QoR.
If anything, this is the exact way you want to re-push and reapply yourself onto site. They already had so much space taken up on B, and now they just get it for free again because of the showstopper pressure. Yeah, okay, Dapper manages to pick away 1, but now they have to continue this. QoR now to try to revert this. Of course, we've seen it before. Big plays coming through from QoR when it comes down to, you know, just the pressure that needs to be applied, but huge flash already coming through. They whiffed a little bit, but it's up to Nerve to keep it. Still looking to eliminate the person on the spike for QoR, but Hunter's Fury comes out from T-Dog, and this is what we've been missing. The potential for more. Scuba very low to the point where it doesn't matter. Snarly takes another one in as well. You have majority of these players just fighting for the outskirts of sight and still able to possibly win one. There's no way. Rolling Thunder still set out. Now you got the flash out as well. The defusal still happening, and it doesn't matter. T-Dog still manages to keep this team alive, but it's up to Dapper to make even more.
Yeah, I said double satchel, but obviously he just had one because he had to satchel up on there. How the hell does Redux get out of that? But they're trying to just contact re-clear this. They get flashed and swung on. Bruno with so much to do, and one isn't enough. Gonna get smoked off. Now getting into the site is Mitch in position to come up huge. He's got to get something done here. He's going to get one and live. That's enough. Flash to delay. A paranoia comes in from a swing off, but it actually hits him.
Sif didn't even peek. Oh, they were paranoid as well. So even regardless of that position, it's just trying to make a wraparound happen. Man, and they had such a big advantage. Just running away with that one. Now Zeldis managing to find one of their own in the rotation. Oh, but he took.
That's the thing is, yeah, he has to be so worried. He's so concerned right now.
Oh, it's not even planted for him regardless. Okay, but Scuba doesn't even care. Ability for it, at least 85 health, and they hear the noise. Trying to make some of the shots happen off that, but the B site has not been strong when it comes down to the hold and the post plant, but Ziv just eliminating these players before they can even make the save.
Scuba popped the paranoia on him as well, so they're not going to have it for the retake. Good positioning from Zeldis. Gonna get one, but goes down.
Somehow, the paint shell didn't work out. These players are, he's not going to be able to take it away. The paranoia to push back, but regardless, they have to fight somehow. And the flank coming in just a bit too late. The fusel not there. They haven't even committed to it just yet, but it's Ziv looking to fight things. And now Dapper with some sort of set play. Halfway through, maybe a headshot could be committed, but it's Oxygen fighting things to take things down to that 13-10.
Defenders win.
Well, big flashes here, especially with all of Oxygen gathered up in the site.
Okay, yeah, attempting to make this smoke happen. Now actually managing to find a shot of their own, so yeah, Scuba down inside of smoke, taken out Zeldis. Right clicks happening in the crossings might just pose to be the biggest threat within this game as well. Looking like a 1v2 scenario, and QoR already putting themselves at harm's way. Definitely having some intention behind it.
The Verno had used drone early in the round as well, so they couldn't have it to re-clear. Weren't ready for that. Now 2 players back site. Really nice trip.
Yeah, can't seem to be taken away from that. Those Eldris still just waiting for the shots to be made. They know the off is there. Take out and just scrounge for, but 3v4, and of course, availability just going over towards
10 seconds
the
left.
A side. Despite that, absolutely no time to plant. So even then, they just have to whip out the spike. Although the blind coming through, 3 seconds left, and now just having to fight off Verno to make sure that they don't keep the weapon inside of their own hands. Freshen just lay down to keep this back. And this is unfortunate. Redux, absolutely no way of just securing anything at this point in time. The headshots come through, and a second one pushed down from Snarly. So now you've lost 2 very, very important players within this round. And you have to try to find a way to take out the biggest force, just keeping the site intact. And quite possibly managing to find a way to do so. Keeping that crosshold intact, but it's Oxygen now fighting back the up, and Nerve holding up and down, put itself back into the hands of Oxygen. The spike more so surrounding itself down in A, but a huge play already starting off. Zeldris just looking for more.
You are joking.
30 health left. 30 health left. Circumstance they want to hold this. Ooh, yeah, seems like maybe not. I thought a Molly play was going to be set out to keep this from coming, but it looks like they were setting up more for a contact play off of Nerf. Still going down, which might have not been the correct play. A 3v5 situation, and T-Dog with an Odin does not surprise me. The Sova player going back to its roots on Ascent, and now just trying to find a way, jump peeking through, which is interesting enough, especially as they don't, which originally you had the advantage. It seems like slowly stepping itself back.
So dangerous now. Snarly does have the molly to play with, and now that they have the info, could throw that out, but no, they're just going to face it with the guns. 2v1.
Yeah. Okay, Redux. I really thought Redux had that for a second.
Play B-split coming in fast.
Oh, Redux is, for a second, I thought they were just going to enter this alone, but yeah, backup coming in quick, and it's T-Dog alone with a huge suppression, keeping them set back. Regardless, barely any information that can come through. Paranoia could come out, maybe a blind coming through over the top from Snarly. But then again, nothing to really play with. They have absolutely no idea where anybody is. And obviously the punishment showing their Oxygen running duelist. So any potential to push site, completely gone. Now they have to try to fight this Nightfall, and it seems like even then the Nightfall just expended just for the sake of pushing this team back out of mid into the hands of Nerve, which works out perfectly. Snarly closing things off. Yeah, they're running away with literally everything. The Killjoy lockdown to make sure to push this team back, but regardless, they just know they need to take it down, and that's what they're gonna do. Underneath Hell, it's Zeldis to find another. The shots continue to connect, and now it's Redux alone just behind InGen.
One enemy.
The timing is of the essence, but they managed to sandwich in. And now it's up to Verno. Yes, okay, the Sova's there. They don't know. The Fusel could come through at any moment. And they know they need at least half. They take the half, they win the fight, they get it, but regardless, nice stall out. When it
Breaking that turret. Now Oxygen are well aware they're gonna have to deal with this operator on the B hit.
Oh my gosh. You literally said it best the last round. The confidence on Zeldis is honestly quite scary, I'm not gonna lie. So many chances where they should not be having these fights happen. Now the Odin picked up from Dapper. I keep seeing Knight's OBS and I'm so close to saying it, but from Dapper. And I mean, maybe the name is fitting because we get to see a different perspective on the game, but either way, it seems like they just made it happen. The shot's finally connecting itself, and of course they gave up halfway through at that point. Gonna go, and at this point, who knows? 8-4, still left up to Oxygen to try to fight back to maybe give themselves potential chance to bring themselves up, but a beautiful shot from Zeldris just moving themselves forward. And unfortunately for T-Dog, not able to hit the shots, but a 3v2 situation, player advantage theirs, and Snarly just will not let this team have any space. Young player, Redux, reaction time there, but unfortunately, the catwalk, they're gonna get caught up by Redux so hard here, and that's what scares me. Nope, they don't. They miss out on the shot, and now Redux having a fight. Absolutely nothing. Nobody there to help out. Of course, Scuba using the paranoia to step back whatever's happening down in main, so now you're left with absolutely nothing trying to fight back, and you can't.
To the site, but at this point, with no noise there, Verno is well aware that this cap push could be coming.
One enemy remaining.
Okay. Odin there. Nice off of Oxygen. Both shots already missed. Now Redux just having to wait for the long reload that the Outlaw takes. Just to see if they can get themselves some space to move in.
Wow.
But yeah, Zeldris, absolute unit. And again, it really is just the confidence onto site. They're going to get whatever fight they want to take. And even then, yeah, now Redux just struggling to keep themselves alive, especially with the Outlaw in hand. Can't seem to find the shots, especially with Snarly just finding.
I know exactly where you are.
One with the Sheriff alone.
One enemy
Now left
remaining.
in a difficult spot is Dapper, but it is both players that find a way to keep themselves.
Massive hits too.
Ooh. Especially now taking out some sort of, decay and suppression as well unlocked. So now you have to fight this off the aim alone, but it's not going to be enough. T-Dog making way with the judge and finding the shots needed to slowly progress forward. And I'm surprised so much damage just initially being made off of underneath Hell. And then now, of course, the upshot.
Orbs right now. Gonna have to collect a hell of a lot more to get it back
It
on.
should not have worked out that way. T-Dog should have been downed. But even then, that's the punishment for being in a position like that when you're Redux. Oh my gosh. And it just never stops. Everybody getting taken down in a matter of seconds.
Admission Scuba, they definitely think it's possible, right? He's gonna get hard cleared. Can he win this duel?
One enemy remaining.
He gets the first and he gets the second. That is it. That has to be game over.
For you to really keep the game going. But there's so much happening. They know at least one is behind. Timing of the essence, but it's a win coming through from QoR Gaming, and the smiles on these guys' faces.